Hello, everyone. Everything seemed normal until an unexpected situation arose.
House, or is this a garage?
And the camera captured the entire moment. How do you think you would handle it? Welcome to our channel. In Anaheim on January 23, 2026, 8 suspects under the age of 24 were arrested, a very high price for a misjudgment. Although there were no casualties, even a slight touch was enough to show that operating in an airport environment demands near absolute precision in every meter of movement. Who should watch this video today? Tag them. Before we continue, please tell me which state my audience is coming from today.
My leg got caught.
Sometimes physics is the best stage assistant.
Come on, Pop Dude.
Zip high there. You're almost there.
At an intersection in Omaha on February 24th, 2026, old drainage systems, leaky pipes, or heavy rain can accelerate erosion beneath the pavement surface in urban areas. Politeness doesn't usually come with a physics lesson, but this time, kindness has changed the coordinates. Perhaps that day Lady Luck was on duty earlier than usual, right when it was needed most. On Interstate 205 outside Vancouver, this is a prime example of how modern transportation infrastructure is not just about road quality, but also about rapid response and effective rescue organization.
Morreu no meio do caminho, porque não aguenta ir.
The streets of Juiz de Fora are submerged in mud after severe flooding and landslides transforming the once vibrant residential area into a scene of devastation in just a few hours.
Na ponte. Tá com barricada porque não...
Whoa! No, you don't have to walk.
Is this a house or is this a garage? All right, let's move. Let's move. Yes.
Tampa, Florida. Moments of people carrying pets away from wildfires show that in disaster, life always comes first. In Key West, Florida, the waves crash powerfully behind full of force and unpredictability. A stunning backdrop, but also a reminder that beauty and risk sometimes go hand in hand.
Your wife and talk it out, and then you know where you're going. Holy Christ! Okay. Yeah, righto, boy. Jesus Christ, that was dangerous. Whoa! Holy.
During the Sahara Desert expedition, dense swarms of insects severely obscured visibility, turning the already harsh terrain into a perilous challenge. Wow, let's all give him a like. Arkansas. The power outages, lockdowns, and cancellations of events this month demonstrate that this is not just an isolated incident, but a serious warning about structural safety and the inspection of public works. New South Wales. In your opinion, who needs to be more mindful in these situations? During earthquakes, water often amplifies movement, creating sudden surges of waves. Swimming pools can clearly reflect the shaking of the ground beneath. Naples, Florida. February 17, 2026. A single second can change everything on the road. A reminder that timing sometimes determines the outcome of unexpected situations.
He's wrecking. He just wrecked that radio.
Clearly, the wooden barrier performed its role as a backup police officer perfectly in the final blocking phase. A series of accusations followed, demonstrating how an ill-considered decision can lead to serious legal consequences.
Let go, dude. Let go. Let go. What, dude? Oh yeah, this is a good one.
At Mavericks, it's not just the athletes who need to maintain their balance. Sometimes the audience gets an unexpected lesson as well.
Well, if you want it, you're totally welcome to it.
A burning tire in a paint shop is not exactly the ideal chemical combination, but a quick reaction made all the difference.
Oh yeah, they're spooked.
So are you telling me what she did today? What did she do? Are you telling me? Tell me. Was she, oh, yes.
Did you enjoy this content? A little super thanks will help the channel continue to bring you more great stuff.
Oh, boy. Bandit, what did you do today? Did you do anything today?
Jamás. Jamás.
Just looking for a snack. Oh, it's
In Ocala, Florida, a troop of more than 20 monkeys unexpectedly jumped from trees and plunged straight into the Silver River, creating a scene described as a monkey rain that astonished onlookers. Cochise, Arizona. The incident forced power workers to urgently cut off the power and access the scene using fiberglass insulated sticks to persuade the uninvited guest to leave the area.
Yo, I don't know what to do. Get out of there. Come on, get. And a up top. Shot. Like, come on, man.
Copy. Also has a felony CFC warrant as well. Copy, 1 and 3, back to the channels. 02510, you change your meter.
Ultimately, resistance gives way to control of the situation. Moments like these remind us that responsibility always comes faster than avoidance. Saving a few seconds rarely saves the whole day. Impatience at traffic lights often comes at a much higher price. The horn may clear the way, but it can't erase mistakes. Split-second decisions remain incredibly important. When was the last time you checked the condition of your tires recently? Or quite a while ago?
What's up, man?
In heavy traffic, hesitation might seem harmless until the traffic infrastructure reminds you who actually has the right of way. A dust storm swept across southern New Mexico, transforming a once clear highway into a moving wall of sand. As visibility diminished, reaction time vanished. Delivery may be on time, but gravity always has its own schedule. On Christmas Island, there are some quiet years. But about every decade, the survival rate skyrockets enough to sustain the island's unique red crab population. Snow shovels were created to clear paths, not for symbolic territorial battles. Methane gas can accumulate in sewer systems, especially in enclosed spaces. Even a small spark can cause a sudden release of pressure. Hot water seems like a simple solution until physics intervenes. Glass and rapidly rising temperatures rarely go well together. In your opinion, what is the most effective way to prevent this situation? Overt security staff presence or a smarter store design? Perhaps the wind was overly excited upon encountering the hot air, but this exaggerated introduction drew gasps of amazement from the entire beach. Fortunately, the situation ended without serious consequences. In an instant, everything shifted from steering the wheel to a survival reflex. Off Byron Bay aerial imagery shows swimmers in waters teeming with more than a dozen sharks. From this bird's-eye view, the ocean tells a completely different story. On February 22nd, 2026, a spectacular aurora borealis lit up the sky above Lake South Indian, Manitoba. Captured with a 360-degree fisheye lens, the display stretched across the entire horizon. The grass fire in Thornton, Colorado not only created a thick cloud of smoke that blanketed the sky, but also forced emergency evacuations of many nearby roads, high schools, and businesses. A massive chimney in Ibbenbüren, Germany, collapsed in a precisely controlled explosion, bringing to an end a long industrial era. The flight from the Bahamas to New Jersey erupted in cheers on February 22nd. Despite heavy snow and thick fog, precise coordination between the pilots and air traffic control ensured a safe and stable landing.
Door jam is blown.
A massive dust storm swept through Lubbock, Texas, turning clear roads into moving walls of dust as strong winds reduced visibility in just seconds. A seemingly ordinary repair job at a junkyard unexpectedly turns dramatic when a leaking gas cylinder shoots out like a rocket. In the Canary Islands, Spain, a passenger ferry drifted toward the dock after a power outage, colliding with a pier and causing significant damage. The video captures the moment the storm moved directly toward the granite's gold mine, revealing its immense scale and incredible speed of approach, enough to overwhelm anyone.
Like over, but not too fast.
Quick. Anyway, I'm going to get back to the workshop.
Look. During the violent storm sweeping across Oklahoma, a powerful lightning strike hit a tree, causing it to burst into flames in the night sky. Furthermore, a violent thunderstorm transformed the Arizona desert sky into a giant light show on Thursday evening, August 21st. In your opinion, what is the most important survival skill when facing a flood? In Wellesley, Massachusetts, on Wednesday, February 25th, 2026, the car may be forced to take an unexpected break, but the driver will certainly remember this lesson for longer than the repair time. Staying calm while driving is not only a matter of courtesy, but also a survival skill. On the road, never forget the bigger the vehicle, the greater the responsibility, because a slight mistake can have equally serious consequences.
Berbat gidiyordun. Kaydı, dengesini kaçırdı biraz, savruldu, bu tarafa geldiğimiz oldu.
In Anaheim, on January 23, 2026, 8 suspects under the age of 24 were arrested, a very high price for a misjudgment that occurred in just a few minutes. In Westmeath, Ireland, at a time when traffic is flowing normally, this moment reminds you that on the highway slowing down is sometimes the key to survival. Let's share our experiences on how to avoid risks on the runway in the comments below. Have you ever seen snow move in Norman, Oklahoma? On the night of January 23rd to 24th, 2026, snow not only fell, but also swirled in the cold air. Haste easily leads to mistakes, while calmness helps us make the right choices. Carelessness when crossing railway tracks can turn a moment of danger into a lifetime of regret. The truck carrying the cars created an unintentional performance. Controlling speed and load was always a matter of survival. Every super thanks helps us continue sharing your favorite moments. Thank you for being a part of the community.
Oh, you already screwed it up. What a beautiful, you had it in your head.
Thank you for letting him know he's okay. Testing equipment with an open flame is a high-risk activity even in a familiar environment. In Lewisburg, West Virginia, on January 26, 2026, thick ice turned every step the deer took into a true struggle for survival. A seemingly harmless act led to a hilarious scene on the water, reminding us that safety should always be considered even in the smallest things.
We're trying to break him through a jet. Still ready?
This is a beautiful example of the natural connection between humans and the world around them. Can you feel it too?
You're kidding me.
When wet snow blankets the streets of southeastern Michigan, maintaining distance from snowplows is no longer a recommendation. It's a matter of survival. Can you imagine the feeling of being behind the wheel at this moment? Just one moment of inattention can make all the difference. No one was injured in the incident in Palmetto Bay, but that luck cannot compensate for the lack of safe infrastructure and responsible driving. This is a tense race between humans and harsh natural conditions. Optimism is commendable, but impulsive actions in such circumstances should not be encouraged. Hopefully he'll be more careful next time, because even a little attention can make a big difference. Strange celestial phenomena serve as a reminder that the universe still holds countless wonders beyond human understanding. On January 18, 2026, at Fort Myers Beach, Florida, nature made it clear curiosity about extreme weather always comes with risks. The tanker explosion in Texas highlights the dangers of poorly controlled operation and maintenance. Regular maintenance and careful driving are the strongest shields on any road. What prompted him to act that way? Oh my God. The dust obscured visibility. The car was almost completely dark. Nature is so unpredictable.
Oh no！ 完了，我们要救人了。
In Florida, the law requires slowing down or changing lanes during an emergency, but the reality on I-4 shows that this regulation is often ignored. Can you imagine? On July 19th in Altrincum, just a few steps away from a large tree branch, this man narrowly escaped death.
Hey, 71, I just dropped this driver.
Oh no, the car didn't make it through the test of Mother Nature. We would like to acknowledge the timely assistance of passers-by at St. Peter. This helped the driver escape safely. This incident also serves as a reminder that maintaining focus while driving is always crucial. The Caldor fire left behind a massive column of smoke rising high into the air, clearly visible from flights to Sacramento, underscoring the scale and severity of the wildfire disaster.
Let me tell you a funny.
An unbelievable scene unfolded in a parking lot when a car plummeted straight down and landed right on top of a Mercedes, demonstrating how even a small misstep can cause significant damage. I think everyone should be well informed about fuel usage. The incident on Raleigh Road, Melbourne on February 19th illustrates the inherent risks of traveling in bad weather conditions. Just a moment's delay can have far-reaching consequences.
If we can get that cleared up quick, we'll head out there.
Is that the highest you could go? I'm videoing you. Let's get it really high and then let's jump off. Okay. Go!
Being mischievous can bring laughter, but it's always important to keep it in moderation to avoid unnecessary trouble. The car lost control, rolled down the slope, and stopped just inches from the coffee table, close enough to be called a greeting, but thankfully not close enough to sit at the same table. This is why standing at a red light isn't always completely safe. The Havasupai trekking trip unexpectedly escalated into an emergency evacuation when the situation spiraled out of control. The truck drove past and everything looked fine, but the cameras don't lie. In many situations, calmness and optimism become the most effective foundation for overcoming challenges. This dog's activity level is impressive, even prompting many people to reevaluate their own lifestyles. How would you rate the man's performance in this moment? But the man's reaction left viewers wondering, has he just become accustomed to these kinds of situations? Just a second's delay and these solar panels would have become a traffic trap. Seeing this scene in Los Angeles, many drivers would probably just exclaim, "What just happened?" It's surprising that this moment was captured perfectly on camera. Don't underestimate the impact. Even a slow one can have very serious consequences. Maintaining balance and good control is key to ensuring the safety of both. Absolutely no one should try this. The car sped off the plastic sheet fluttering behind it as if trying to hitch a ride. The dump truck inadvertently became the target of the sign during an unplanned cleanup. Many people think the incident only stemmed from traffic. But in this moment, the river itself is the most formidable traffic participant. Did you notice the driver avoided the cow but nearly failed to avoid the inertia of the water truck itself, something that never knows when to stop? Have you ever witnessed a moment at There are days when the tanker truck just wants to do its job, but the terrain, speed, and pressure cause it to break down in the middle of the road. The Arlington explosion demonstrates that in a crisis, the top priority remains protecting lives and strictly adhering to evacuation guidelines. Perched atop a giant sand dune in France, strong winds transform the experience into a vivid testament to the unpredictable power of nature. If you received a strong wind warning like the one in Crowley that day, would you continue with your daily activities as usual, or would you proactively seek safer shelter? In Moscow, where dash cams are practically indispensable, a traffic incident can turn into a test of reflexes for everyone witnessing it in just a few short seconds. On King Držislav Street in Zagreb, Croatia, security camera footage shows the true extent of earthquake risk. Thankfully, everyone is okay. Remember to obey traffic signals to protect yourself. Interestingly, this driver currently has 3 driving bans. Clearly, one ban isn't impressive enough. This is a moment where poor road conditions combined with a lack of observation and the police car behind became a direct witness.
Смотри, смотри. А тут встал сразу на ноги, да? Check this out. It's coming right at you. Holy! Oh my God!
The murmuring sound of stone flutes along the coast. Brighton. It resonates like a natural harmony, helping people to better appreciate the subtle beauty of the wild world. Get ready because these incredibly precise billiard shots are sure to keep viewers glued to their screens.
Brilliant! Swan!
I heard that in London it takes 5 police officers to get a swan off the road. Traffic laws can be negotiated, but swans cannot. The parking lot was almost empty, but the incident still found a way to happen. What exactly is this behavior? If you've ever seen or understood it, please share your perspective. Have you ever been in a situation like this? If you were on that night shift, would you think of a normal technical issue or something else that couldn't be explained at the time?
I heard before that ada benda lah kat sini tapi never ni lah. Actually believe lah.
Sit down. Need to work until midnight.
Okay.
I heard that he had a fever lah.
Wait, look at that.
Wait.
Okay.
Whoa!
In Fresno, a seemingly ordinary situation became a split-second test of reflexes, a reminder that obeying traffic laws is fundamental to public safety. The fact that people reacted promptly shows that driving is not just a personal skill, but also a responsibility to those around you. Luck was on his side. However, old, weak trees in a storm always pose a risk that cannot be taken lightly. A gas station doesn't allow for any mistakes because even a moment of inattention can cause the situation to spiral out of control. Car fires don't usually start with a large blaze. They begin silently, and by the time people realize it, the safe time has almost passed. Oh no. The icy road surface has turned I-35 into a high-risk area. The noteworthy point is not just the derailment itself, but how the train's energy and inertia were transferred to a space not designed to withstand such a load like an escalator. Choosing to land on a busy street was a stressful decision. With the fuel system malfunctioning, the pilot had virtually no other safe options. This should only be done by a professional. While the exact cause is still under investigation, initial theories focus on a natural gas pipeline leak or a methane buildup. A 45-meter-high bridge, once part of Germany's Autobahn system, was officially demolished on January 25th. This event marks the end of an infrastructure project that had served for decades. The Belarusian border surveillance system detected an undocumented visitor, a moose, with no intention whatsoever of stopping to go through the proper procedures. This shows that infrastructure risks sometimes stem from factors that were thought to be under control. The City of Sydney emphasizes that incidents like this cannot be taken lightly. Monitoring, timely reporting, and public cooperation are crucial in preventing infrastructure and environmental hazards. Safety cannot be taken lightly,